What is up? It's Syrup. In the background, I have a pretty average 11 reload cancel gameplay on Octane for you guys to enjoy. Why just talk about some stories that I experienced in the last couple of weeks that I haven't told yet, and I've been saving them up. And both of them take place at my place of work, which is Panera Bread, and it's on a rest stop. I know I've said this in a couple videos, but just in case you didn't know, it's on one of those turnpike rest areas, like where there's a lot of restaurants. And we have like our own dining area and everything, so we have to like take care of that and stuff like that. I have some stories about some interesting things that have happened in the past couple of weeks, like I said. And the first one, we'll go in chronological order. First one happened actually about maybe 2 months ago. It was a while ago, and it was getting closer to the end of my shift. I think I got out at 4, and it was like 2:30 or 2 or something like that. And this Chinese family comes up, you know, a typical Chinese family. There's actually, well, 3 daughters and a dad, so I guess it's not really typical family, but they obviously were a family. And they come up and they order their food, and then some girl starts screaming. We're like, yo, what's going on? Is someone like robbing the place or something? And we're all like, you know, on guard and everything about what's going on. She's like, help, help! Our dad's having seizures! And this dude's on the floor spazzing out! And I'm like, oh my god, this is next level stuff. And you know, one of my coworkers thought he was cool and he ran to help him. I'm not like bashing him or anything. Obviously, that's like the good Samaritan thing to do. But I didn't know what to do. I guess put a pillow behind his head or something. This guy is doing the worm on the floor right now. And everyone's watching him, and customers are coming up at the same time, and they're not even like looking at him. They're like, yo, can you give me my food? I'm like, bro, we're having some, you know, medical emergencies going on right now. Can you just, you know, wait a little bit? They're like, blah, 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 you know, they're complaining. I hate people. Honestly, hate working at a restaurant because people are so freaking arrogant. But anyways, that was really crazy. Apparently, he ended up going to the hospital right next to us, which is a good thing. Hopefully, he's all right and his family's okay. But the second one happened maybe 3 weeks ago, and I was working Saturday, and it was the beginning of my shift. It was like 10 o'clock, and this family come up, and they're like laughing. And we have name tags, and they're laughing, and they're like saying my name. I hear my name, and I'm like, am I just imagining this? And I see this family laughing, and they're kind of like laughing at me. And like I said, I thought I heard them say my name, and I'm like, okay, this is weird. And they're like, and I'm like, what's going on? And then I'm like, a couple minutes later, this woman walks to the back of the restaurant where I'm working, and she's like, hey Kip, as a kid, did you look like this? And she pulls out this little 6-year-old or 7-year-old, something like that. He didn't look anything like me. Like, I'm talking not a glimpse was similar, except we were both white, scrawny kids. That was the only thing that was in similarity. Our faces didn't even look alike. Our hairs weren't even the same. It was so weird that they thought I looked like this kid. And even I was like, yeah, maybe, I guess. I didn't look anything like this kid. I was like a fat ass, you know, mother trucker walking around. But anyways, they kept like laughing, and I felt it wasn't funny at all. My coworkers didn't think it was funny. And even like after they got their food, they're laughing, leaving the restaurant. Like, oh, he looks just like you. I'm like, have you never seen someone who looks like someone before? Honestly, it's just crazy, guys. But that's pretty much it for today's video. I had some 2 rather interesting stories, at least in my opinion, to tell you guys. That's pretty much it. Make sure to leave a like, and of course, subscribe. My name's Syrup, and I'll definitely be seeing you guys later.
So much grams, unzip the bag.